Welcome. Today, I'm going to help you to understand how Philippine taxation works. I'll also discuss the different taxes that a person might be paying are. At the end of this discussion, I'll give you the reason why you pay one or more taxes. In this video, you will learn why taxation exists. Why do you pay many different taxes? And I'm going to tell you the reasons you should pay your taxes to the government is. If you're paying taxes at this time, please let me know in the comments section what tax are you spending today. I want you also to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more videos. Let's get started. Before we jump to the different taxes, why don't we have a little history of taxation? Did you know that taxation began before the typical era period? Does it mean that in the Bible times, they already have taxes? Their taxes are in the form of tributes. Did you know? In Julius Caesar's time, a 1% general sales tax was introduced. Why does taxation exist? Let me give you 3 reasons why taxation is very important. First, it is vital to the continued existence of the government. It means that without taxes, the government can't function properly. For example, there will be no government offices without taxes that could help us process and keep important files. Taxes are also necessary to build infrastructures such as government buildings, roads, bridges, hospitals, and school facilities. Second, it is crucial to serving the need of the people. For example, if you want to process your marriage certificate, where can you process it? Without taxation, there is no government and not service providers. And lastly, it is to implement other necessary services, like maintaining peace, security, and educations. Although you might not be directly benefited from these services, there are many who receive these services. Why do we pay one or more taxes? Did you know that we have 10 different taxes in the Philippines? That's quite many. But you might be still thinking, why do I pay more taxes? Let me know how many taxes you're paying right now in the comment section below. You're paying one or more taxes because there are different objects, or should I say a source of taxes. There are 3 main objects, or should I say sources of taxes. First is you and me. Second, are the property or properties which possess. And lastly, our rights. Rights are also called excise. I don't know if you're familiar with this term. Anyway, excise means the performance of a right, enjoyment of a privilege, or occupation engagement. So let me tell you about these 3 sources of taxes. What do we pay as a person? I know you're familiar with the cedula, or it called Community Tax Certificates, or CTC. You pay this not only when you need it, or you get cedula as a requirement. But actually, you pay this every year. Properties could be real or personal. Examples of your properties are building, land, etc. You're paying for this because of the security that you received from the government. They secured from any intruder or thief from you. Rights, transactions, acts. Most of the taxes imposed or implemented are from this source of taxation. What are these transactions or acts? For example, selling, buying, transferring property as a gift, or might be an act of rendering services. Examples of these taxes imposed are value-added tax, percentage tax, excise taxes, estate tax, owner's tax, final withholding tax, creditable withholding tax, individual income tax or annual income tax. These taxes are classified into 3 taxes. First, business taxes. These taxes are imposed in our ordinary course of business, for example, online selling of products or services. Like grocery stores, gasoline stations, parlors, etc. The second is the transfer taxes. These taxes are only imposed if there is a transfer of property from one person to another without paying the cost or value of such transferred property or item. For example, if you have a car, and you want to give it to your friend for free, let's say a gift. Such transfer is subject to tax according to the value of the transferred property. Such tax is what we call a donor's tax. On the other hand, transfer of property because of death is subject to estate tax. For example, you received land or cash from your father after his death. Before such property to be transferred to you, the estate tax is paid. And the third is the income taxes. Usually, this classification of tax is for individual who earns income either from employment, rendering services, or even passive incomes. In general rule, all incomes you earn must be subject to tax. Let me give you a little recap of what I've discussed today. I addressed the importance of taxation, and also I mentioned the three primary sources of taxes: person, property, and rights or acts. And again, we found out that there are three main classifications of taxes as to the rights. I hope you still remember? Yes. These are business, transfer, and income tax. At the beginning of this video, I promised to explain why you pay one or more taxes. And the reasons are, there are different sources of taxes which I've mentioned earlier. Therefore, if you have these three primary sources of taxation, you have to prepare yourself for paying more than one tax. I hope you enjoy watching it today. Thank you for being with me today. If you enjoy watching this video, I appreciate it if you subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Hope to see you in our next video. Don't miss it. Subscribe now.